mean, Isis, as you can see, obviously, she's just a very big personality, you know what I'm saying? She's a very hard worker in the studio. And even if it takes a while, she's there the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Because she wants to get it right. And she just keeps working. She just never stops, you know.
Participate. Independent, long legs like Olivia could do. Yeah, sex in the city, so me cool. I want Bill Gates, million cool. Stockpiling billions. No matter what the backbiter say.
She's got something to say, which is why I'm working with her, you know, because that's important. As an artist, you've got to have something to say. And she's got something to say, and she's trying to find like real original and creative ways to say it. So that's what we're here trying to do, right?
Worldwide, they be calling me the general. I love how your woman, 'cause I'm all natural. They call me crazy, yeah, whatever. Don't hate, participate. Don't hate,
Participate.
Yo, massive, Canadian massive. This is Empire Isis, one and only gangstress, and you are here in my studio, Red Rhino Studios, here in Montreal, with Naked Eye TV. So keep it locked, don't touch the dial, and we'll be right back. Bless.
'cause you know you wanna be strong. Sounding big like Louis Armstrong. Watch me use it as I hit the floor. I'm damn sexy, but I ain't no hoe. Atta for you, yeah. Atta for you, yeah. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. On and on.
My first boyfriend was the world, you know. At 8 years old, I was already mapping my adventures in Fiji, the Maldives, Trinidad, and Tierra del Fuego. Okay, so I've always loved the world. I was raised by a Ugandan. My stepfather's from Uganda, and we grew up listening to reggae music in our house. Any music that was sort of protest, society-oriented music. So there was always a love there, you know, for Rasta, for reggae music, for Jamaican culture. And here, being in Montreal, growing up here, I was always exposed to all sorts of Caribbean cultures, whether it be Haitian, Trinidadian, Jamaican, Cuban, all kinds. I was always interested in these things.
Don't hate, participate.
You know, linguistics is my thing. Not because I studied it so deeply. I mean, I did. I've always spoken various languages. But I love accents. And I love expressions. And I love the fact that I can say maldita in Argentina, but I can't say maldita in Venezuela. Why? Because it's seen as a bad thing to say when it's very colloquial in Argentina. So that is what we call cracking the code, which would relate back to the next album, which is another question to answer at another time. What can I say? Well, I've just begun the journey, but I've had the name Crack the Code in my heart and in my mind for many, many years. Crack the Code is my philosophy in life, you know. I go around and try to understand what is the dimension of what's around me, what's going on around me, what's the situation around me. What do these people believe in? What makes them laugh? Why do they act the way that they do? So for me, Crack the Code is trying to go beyond just your superficial everyday existence. Yeah, Crack the Code's it's gonna be a trip. We just started. I'm working on the second song right now with my producer, who I've worked with for a very long time, and we finally reached this level now where there's a lot we don't actually have to explain to each other anymore. You know, a lot of people that could hear the word gangstress and really get that misconstrued. I don't think I'm from Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, or whatever gangster movie you watched last week. That's not me. All right. I have lived in the craziest hoods, places, mountains, rivers, caves, big cities that you can imagine. Yes, I have lived next to the biggest shatas, but that's not what makes you gangstress. That's not what makes you gangsta. What I think makes you gangsta, what makes you gangstress, specifically gangstress, talking to all my ladies right now, it is the new millennium woman. okay? It's the woman who strives and survives, okay? It's the woman who's fighting to survive. It's the woman who is royal, but at the same time has her street smarts, okay? Gangstress is defending your dominion, your government. Be your own government, you know? That's even, my name is not a name, it's concept, okay? Empire Isis. You can just call me Isis or Empire or Miss Miriam when you see me, because my name's not actually a name, it's concept. And it's to be your own government, to run yourself, to defend your dream. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a really, really big producer who's really, really humble. He just finished working with, you know, Damian Marley and Nas, their album that's about to come out called Distant Relative. Yeah? Tell them how boom it is.
Oh yeah, it's a dope thing, you know. Really, really, really wicked album. They're getting together, they're doing something that's gonna be like with a main focus on Africa, really. So, you know, it's always good to hear that.
And the next thing, he's worked with Damian Marley, Nas, all your favorite reggae singers, but recently he got to work with one of my heroes, which is Mick Jagger. Yeah. Now, I hope someone videotaped some of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. They probably like have it in a vault somewhere. I don't know. Those people are very secretive. But yeah, it was a great experience, you know. There's Mick Jagger, Dave Stewart, Joss Stone, A.R. Rahman, who's a great guy from India. He did the score for Slumdog Millionaire. Just really interesting people making really interesting music. So it's been a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2010 is going to be even better. So, yeah, keep it locked.
Crack the code.
Crack the code. Naked Eye TV. Canadian people, we love you. Yeah, yeah. Bless.